Good morning, and thank you, Dean Mitchell, for your kind remarks. It's always good to have the Dean on your side. To President DeJoya, distinguished guests, faculty, and my fellow students, I'm honored to be speaking here today as an ambassador from the students at the School of Medicine. As history goes, Georgetown was founded to be an academically rigorous academy with a diverse student body, a deep Catholic tradition rooted in Jesuit traditions. And more than 200 years later, I am proof that these values have remained and endured the trials of time. Now, I can assure you that the medical curriculum at Georgetown is ever so rigorous. But with the constant support and motivation of my peers, faculty, and our future patients, I have come to realize that excellence is the hallmark of a Georgetown education. As a first-generation Cuban American, I have been nurtured by parents who have endured unimaginable events, all for the sake of raising two young men with resilient character and steadfast values. So inherently, the notions of putting forth maximum effort, persevering through adversity, and committing to serve others are merely components of my personality. Through adversity and countless obstacles, I remain ambitious and poised in my calling to medicine. In fact, being able to graduate from high school and be the first member of my family to attend college, I have accomplished a feat that many minority students today still struggle to achieve. Towards the end of my undergraduate studies at the University of Florida, I sat down to take the infamous medical college admissions test, or the MCAT. And when I received my scores, I can say that I was crushed. I had scored below the national average and well below the score needed to matriculate into medical school. So, as demoralizing as it was, I applied to 22 medical schools and was rejected by all. But I sustained my determination and searched endlessly for programs that would allow me to prove that I was more than a test score, that I was capable of becoming a physician. And not surprisingly, Georgetown offered such a program. It was a challenging first-year, one-year post-baccalaureate program known as GEMS, and it was for students from disadvantaged backgrounds. And after applying and interviewing with Dean Mitchell, I was given an opportunity to take courses and exams in parallel with first-year medical students and demonstrate my ability to attain Georgetown's level of academic excellence. You see, Georgetown does not shy away from giving all students the ability to receive a first-class education. Rather, the university actively pursues and invests in educational initiatives to develop and nurture bright, talented, and compassionate students who will be the future leaders of our medical profession. With strong faith and the help of Dean Taylor, Dean Williams, who's not present, and Dean Mitchell, I excelled and successfully completed that GEMS program and matriculated into medical school. As a rising third-year medical student, I can provide firsthand experience that the challenges of becoming a physician are more arduous than ever. Amidst the exponential increase in medical information and new technologies, medical students across the nation are faced with rising costs of a medical education. And while these costs may not keep all students out of medical school, I firmly attest that it is limiting the diversity of physicians in our medical profession. Unfortunately, many minority students today still struggle to finance an undergraduate education, let alone a medical degree. There are students like me who were born into families with scarce resources that have both the potential and the passion to become great physicians. Nonetheless, the current economic environment in academics is often unaccommodating and could be discouraging for minority groups with modest means. But thankfully, the guiding Jesuit principle of cura personalis, or care for the whole person, has minimized this hindrance at our School of Medicine. Cura personalis represents the idea that, despite obvious needs, one must tend to the unique aspects of individuals. And it is expressed in the acts of giving and receiving. Georgetown students like myself strive to uphold this tradition, regardless of whichever vocation they may enter. And I must acknowledge that, consciously recognizing a disparity and opportunities for all in our great society, you all have given of yourselves. You have provided the means for students like me to attain a superior medical education, and with deepest humility, we have received it. That is cura personalis. Today, I look around and I see a room filled with altruistic hearts, but I can feel a room of generous spirits. I'd personally like to express my gratitude for Ms. Patricia Scanlon for her realization of the Robert T. Scanlon Memorial Scholarship. And I've been told that Dr. Scanlon was a very great man, and I'm very fortunate to receive their support. So I'd like you all just to think for a second of the impact you've made by supporting just one medical student. Know that your collective efforts to contribute to our medical education will extend well beyond our graduation. They will extend to the care of thousands of patients throughout our careers, and to the next group of young physicians that we too will support. And for that, we are forever indebted. On behalf of the student body at the School of Medicine, I thank each and every one of you distinguished donors, for your compassionate and generous financial assistance. I extend sincere gratitude and appreciation to all of those both present and with us in spirit for their noble and selfless support. Being uncertain of my future in medicine only a few years ago, it is truly a blessing to be here today and speaking as a future physician of this wonderful university. I'm truly humbled to be a part of this Hoya family, and I look forward to preserving the values from which we were founded on. Thank you and God bless.